When the US Open starts Monday, more than 300 of the world's best tennis players will be competing for the chance to win $44 million in prize money, including $3 million each for the male and female singles champions. For most of them, it could be the difference between a money-losing year and a profitable one. The pandemic has hit tennis especially hard. It's a global sport that requires a lot of international travel. And financially, tennis players are essentially independent contractors, with no team to fall back on in tough times. In response, the sport has established a player relief fund to distribute more than $6 million to help 800 struggling pros deal with the absence of prize money. But the very top players have none of these concerns. Consider Roger Federer. The 39-year-old Swiss tennis ace, who isn't competing in the 2020 Open as he recovers from a pair of knee surgeries, once again lands at No. 1 on the Forbes ranking of the highest-paid tennis players with pre-tax earnings of $106.3 million between June 2019 and June 2020. Not only is Federer, for the 15th straight year, the world's highest-earning tennis player, but he is also the top-earning athlete on the planet, despite playing in only 10 ATP tournaments during our scoring period and winning 2 of them. Top tennis players typically have enormous longevity, and longevity is helpful in establishing and growing brand value, says Phil Di Picciotto, founder and president of Stamford, Connecticut-based sports agency Octagon. They are also the best in the world at what they do on a very quantifiable basis, and people like the best. Most tennis endorsement contracts are built on low guarantees with bonuses for tournament performances and world rankings. A Grand Slam win can trigger a 7-figure bonus. In contrast, there are reductions when players don't meet minimum play requirements, due to injury, or a pandemic. But the biggest stars lock in huge guarantees and are largely immune to the reductions. Federer earned more than 95% of his income off the court this year. The 20-time Slam champ split from sneaker giant Nike in 2018 and signed a 10-year deal with Japanese apparel brand Uniqlo. The deal clincher, Uniqlo promised $300 million whether he was playing tennis or not. "We feel the greatest impact of Roger Federer is yet to come," Uniqlo's head of global creative John Jay told Forbes in May. Of course, it will be fueled by his status as the greatest of all time, but Roger's ability to bring positive change to the world is his future and ours. Novak Djokovic, No. 2 on the list, earned $44.6 million, 72% of it from endorsements and appearance fees. Djokovic, the top-ranked men's player, contracted COVID-19 in June but plans to play in New York next week. No. 3 Rafael Nadal won't, citing COVID concerns. Nadal earned $40 million, 65% off the court. In all, the top 10 players pocketed a combined $340 million, up from $312 million last year.